Is that what has turned around his campaign? Is it those events? Is it something else, or is it not of his own doing? Is it more disaffection with Trudeau?
That's a really good question. I'm going to say that it's more about him than it is about people moving to him because of somebody else. I mean, there's a fine point. You look, if you're going to vote, you want to look for a safe harbor to be in that you can identify with. And I go one further. I think the example that I recall being the most authentic was when he was asked the question about Indigenous water and clean water, and he turned it back and said, would we be having these discussions if we were talking about Vancouver or other things? To me and my household and my teenagers, that's the note that hit. It was like a tuning fork, and they said, yes, absolutely. So Jagmeet Singh, again, with almost no advertising, all self-generated, has presented a face of the new Canada that most young people know and accept nowadays, and they see in their own classrooms. But he's been authentic.
Yeah.
He has been who he is, and surprisingly so, because we didn't know him beforehand. But it's reflected not just in the youth vote, but in the esteem that voters out there have given him on the most respected role, being higher than the others. And I think he's gained an enormous amount, whereas going into this election, I think people who were part of the NDP might have said, this is over. I mean, we're going to lose everything and he's going to be out. We're going to have to go back to square one. No, they've got something here that even in the last few days, he's been very calculated in terms of what may happen if we get into a minority parliament. So he's been able to wisen up on the campaign trail, and I think he's done a really great job.